What did you think? What was going on? What, you're shaking your head. That's the original soundtrack of the movie. Why? What was going on?
كان لنا اليوم الشرف الكبير أننا نحتضنوا أخ جو شنايدر، هو دكتور وجا باش يدينا واحد المحاضرة أو لا ورشة على ما يسمى بالوصف الصوتي. وهذه فرصة أنها تساعد المكوفين أنهم يعرفوا أي حاجة بالصورة. إذا كان تيتفرجوا شي فيلم غادي يعرفوا يعني كيفاش الصورة كيفاش دايرة، وغادي تترجم لهم بالصوت عن طريق هاد التقنيات الجديدة اللي كاينة في الولايات المتحدة. وحنا بغينا نطوروها في المغرب، يمكننا نعمموها ونطبقوها في بزاف الأنشطة، يمكن نطبقوها في أفلام، يمكن نطبقوها في البرامج التربوية. يعني فرصة رائعة. دكتور شنايدر نشكروا على هذه المبادرة اللي إن شاء الله غتفتح لنا الآفاق باش نتعرفوا وتقرب لنا الصورة بزاف ديال الافلام واي حاجه. يعني هذه نوع من الولوجيات اللي تنستافدوا منها في هذه المناسبه. احنا فرحانين بهذه الورشه واللي غنستافدوا منها، ونتمنوا التقنيه يعني تدخل المغرب وتعمم، ونبقاو نعتمدوا كاستراتيجيه باش نقربوا الصوره اكثر للاخوان المكوفين وضعاف البصر في المغرب.
And I wrote the description. I had a stab. We wrote the description and voiced the description, played on television, so that Sesame Street would be accessible to little ones who are blind or have low vision.
I'm so grateful to Hassan Hassoud for inviting me to be here to discuss audio description, a technique for making the visual images of the arts and many other endeavor accessible to people who are blind. We've generally determined that about 8% of any country's population is either blind or has trouble seeing even with correction. People who don't see at all, or people who have low vision. And then their family, their friends, and other sighted people too can learn from audio description, from having their vision directed to elements that are most important. It's really a very simple technique, but it takes many years in a way to master the art of audio description. Everybody describes things for someone else who hasn't seen the particular thing being described. But to do it well for the arts is a real art in and of itself. People who are blind, people who have low vision, they really have every right to have the same access to a country's cultural resources as anybody else. They're members of the public, and if a public institution wants to serve all of the public, they need to go the extra step and provide description, make their projects accessible. And that applies to the performing arts. Audio description began in theater, but we do description in theater, in opera with dance. We do description for television shows in the United States as well as major motion pictures. We do description for museums. And all of that should be and can be made accessible. So I think audio description can be a real positive force in any society. It helps certainly a special segment of the population have access to a country's culture. And I think when a person becomes more engaged in culture, in society, they become more engaging individuals and even more employable. And employment is a concern for folks who are blind. I've enjoyed being in Casablanca for just a short visit, and I hope that with Hassan's help and with the support of the American Language Center and others, perhaps Morocco can begin developing audio description for the arts and for the benefit of the probably 8% or so of Morocco's population who are blind or have low vision.
Or you could say it's taller than 2 football fields set up vertically.
We look good.
That's right.